The world built systems for everything.
Systems that track behavior, predict decisions, optimize performance. But the most complex system ever created was always you. Until now, for the first time, you can access yourself, your human operating system, your inner dashboard, your digital twin, a living map of everything you are made of. Passion, fear, pain, patterns, complexity, desire, trauma, potential, all the hidden pieces of the puzzle that shape your reality. Learn how you think, why you react, why you repeat, why you become, not to escape yourself, but to finally meet yourself. Would you dare? Why are you here?
Okay, so here I'm going to introduce the features. חבר'ה ישראלים שלי יקרים, בבקשה תישארו אותי, אני אשים לכם פה כתוביות. זה נורא חשוב לי שתגידו לי מה אתם חושבים, כי אני רוצה להריץ פיתוח בטא על המוצר, על הפיצ'ר הזה, הספציפי הזה, ואני בטוחה שאתם מאוד מאוד אוהבו אותו. So, I'm going to introduce first the decision room, okay? The decision room is actually the room where you can manage all your decisions. And when I'm saying manage, it's not just, okay, I have a problem, what should I do? It's understanding every part of the way you think, the patterns, the fear, the desires, everything that's hidden behind your decision. And usually what changes our life, it's not just, I make one decision or another, it's mamash, it's like the outcome, okay? It's like, either I'm choosing this decision from fear or desire, or I used to make like that, and that's what actually changes everything to you. So let's start. So of course you're gonna have an intro, and once you're gonna get to the decision, the first you can see the user experience, it's really like nice. It's like the story on Instagram. You can choose a music if you like. The platform always limited like with timing, because we don't want you to get addicted, and we want you to have a healthy relationship with yourself. It means to know where to stop. So first screen, you define the conflict, okay? What a decision I'm facing, and describe the inner conflict. Here is just gonna have like free typing, and you're gonna, for example, you wrote, I'm torn between staying in a workplace where I'm appreciated but cannot grow anymore, and moving to a new role that offers leadership and better salary but requires living in a place that feels familiar and supportive. Okay, so here you type it, okay, and then you start. And what the system is going to start doing, it's going to start like, the first thing is going to map the options, okay? It means every choice we have, usually it's like a dilemma between two options or more. But let's go for two here, okay? So the first option is, I want to stay in my current workplace, okay, where people appreciate me, but salary has decreased, and there is no more room for professional growth. And then you can improve, refine, everything is like really, that's what we want to experience, like the way you feel the platform. And option two, move to a new workplace where I can step into a management role, earn a higher salary, and develop personality, okay? Professionally, personality as well. Okay, so once you defined, okay, you approve everything, and then before you're going to start the process, okay, of the decision, what we do and what we teach you on the platform is to feel it in your body. Like, what does this decision makes me like feel about myself, okay? What does this feeling make me, what kind of patterns or behaviors or emotions arise in me? So it's going to be super cool, guys. It's going to be like, everything is going to be like 3D, and this person is going to be like, you're going to drag here, for example, step 3, body emotion mapping, okay? Take a gentle moment. What emotion comes up when you think about this decision, okay? And then you can just drag it, you see, you can drag it here. These are the screens, and it's like, what do you feel? Anger, and where do you feel it in your body? And this is a good way to understand, these moments when you feel like there's something in your throat, like heaviness, and you start to learn about yourself. So we're always going to have also reflections, okay? The reflections, it's like, okay, for example, body emotion mapping, upper chest color red. Your emotions are not a problem to solve. blah, 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 something with reflection. We're going to tell you something important inside you feels blocked or unrecognized. It may be signaling a need for change, blah, blah, blah. So now you're going to have always, you can accurate, you can do like refine this, partly true, not sure. It means like we really want you to feel like 100% aligned to yourself. And then you can escape back, keep exploring. So the funnel is pretty, and then you get to the real deal, okay? The real deal is like that. So here you have the job conflict. And now what you're going to do, you're going to start reviewing it from different perspective of psychology and what's behind your personality. And this is how you get to know yourself and the way you make decisions. So for example, you have pros and cons, right? So everyone really loves to make pros and cons. Like, why should I do that? Why I shouldn't? What's the good things? What's the bad things? So once you're going to start a process, each one you're going to go through. I'm going to just quickly show you. But then once you're done with pros and cons, you're going to move to fears and desires, because every decision we make in our lives, we always have fears and desires. Our biggest fears, in front of our biggest fears, we're going to have like our biggest desires. So you're going to start like to reveal all these things. Value and needs, okay? Every time we have a gap with something, we're going to find out that there is a gap between my values and the place that I work, for example, or my needs. And every time it's every domain of, every domain in your life. It can be relationships, it can be work, family, whatever. Every time you feel something is not aligned is because you have a gap in values and needs as well, okay? And other components. So let's take, for example, the pros and cons. You can have, let's go for fear and desires, maybe. Just for you to know everything for the pros and cons, for example, every option, you're going to start to map the things. And here you're going to have like a reflections, just like we love, just like the human being, like the human operation works, like to see really like what's the pros with option A, what the pros with option B, what do I feel about it? Do I want to change anything? And then you move on. So, okay. And now you move on and you get to the fear and desires, right? So here you start to go and deeper to the process. You start to understand what's really missing. What's the fear behind the decision that you don't take? What's the, for example, here, beneath expectations and fear, what do you truly want? Okay. And this is where you reveal your inner desires, your inner, like, what's are like your needs. And you go and do, and then of course, you're going to get a word from us. There is always a reflection. Okay. Because the reflection helps you to understand how much you relate or resonate with what you discovered about yourself. Okay, so here again, you have the values and needs, which is super important. Option A, option B. What do I feel like with the option A? Okay, stay where I am valued, but with limited growth. So you choose what you feel like. If I'm going to stay in the same work, I'm going to feel recognition, connection, security. Okay. Option B, what if I'm going to switch? I'm going to have like the values of growth, learning, recognition, contribution. Same goes with the needs. Okay. What my needs in option A, I'm going to have like certainty, connection. And what I love about our platform is that it explains you everything. Okay. Once like you're going to experience the entire platform, you don't know what certainty mean, for example, or what are the 6 needs. So when you go to the library content or whatever, you're going to have like some tools here. You're going to get some teaching about the thing. So here, of course, you're going to have the summary, and eventually what's going to happen, you're going to also have like the future projection. It's like imagine your life in 1 year from now. If you choose this option, let's say I'm going to stay where I'm valued. When I'm going to stay where I'm valued, but with limited growth, what am I going to feel? Okay, so I feel comfortable and stable. I feel frustrated by limited growth. And let's say you chose that option B. Okay, so now you're going to feel like I'm proud of taking the leap, growing professionally, challenged but energized, still adjusting but learning a lot. So immediately your body is going to start support the decision. Okay, the platform will never tell you what to do, but it's going to teach you how to think and how to make better decisions for your life. So always we're going to have like session summary, which is like the full reflection of the situation. We're going to it's like a recap of everything. Value awareness, pros and cons, desire versus fear, value and needs. And here you can see it, everything like it works with the psychology and the way the human brain works. Okay, and here you're going to just have an insight to explore the decision through your body, thoughts, fears, and values. What becomes visible is not a job decision, but a moment of transition between holding on what feels safe and stepping towards growth and new possibility. This doesn't mean one path is right and the other one is wrong. It may simply reflect where you are ready to grow next. And here you get like clarity of action. We always love to give call to action. So here you're gonna have to tell yourself what is the one step, okay? Just the one step that moves you, let's just read it. What is one small step that moves you slightly towards this direction? It should feel small, safe, possible within the next few days. It means we don't want to overwhelm your system, okay? So, and then imagine what's happening in you. And here, of course, it's like the commitment to yourself, you add it to your calendar, and then you go back and you can reach again the decision making, and you can go over again, and you can always drill more. And that's just the beta, okay? And I just want to show you, it's going to be like so beautiful because you can track everything. And you see, it's like, it's everything about yourself. What's the pattern tracks you have, overthinking, pleasing, how did I feel these days, what are the leading archetypes, what manages top emotions are in me. And of course, you're going to have like a growth tracker when you can actually, where is it? And this is like the library content, okay? This is where like the learning center, everything you want to learn about, whether are you avoidant, a pleaser person, just go read, watch podcasts, watch our stuff, and learn what does it even mean. So it's going to be, and that's just one feature, the decision making that I want you, because there is the mirror room, which is like really amazing as well. You study about yourself and you go through the same like a session by pattern, situation, archetypes, and you go through like a beautiful, and it's so beautiful. That's why, now we're going into the funding phase, because it's lots of work and people behind the scenes, and it's just, I love it. So I would love to hear your opinion, and I want to know if I'm going to create like a beta with a very lower subscription, because, the tokens and NI, it costs money, and the system is going to actually, gather all the data about you. So, and then you can make the progress, which is amazing, because it's really like, that's the digital twin that you're going to have in here that is going to grow with you. So I hope you enjoy this, and I really want to hear your thoughts, and let's do it.